Want to see more cool videos on our channel? We do. So press this bell and enable to send notifications. The 7 wonders of the natural world may have been named too quickly. Wonders like the Grand Canyon and Victoria Falls are certainly big, and anyone who sees them will surely be impressed. But sheer size isn't enough to truly leave a person in awe. There are other places in this world, though, that are far stranger places that seem almost alien, as if they could only exist on a planet that evolved separately from our own. These are places that scientists have had to struggle just to understand how they ever could have been formed, places that will truly make you wonder, not just because they're beautiful, but because they seem to follow scientific laws that don't exist anywhere else on Earth. Number 11. Meteora Greece. It's not hard to be blown away by the amazing cliff-top monasteries of Meteora in central Greece. The name Meteora means suspended in the air in Greek, and it couldn't be a more fitting name. 2,000 feet above the ground on top of stunning rocks that were formed millions of years ago, this is one of the most remote places to worship in the entire world. In fact, these 14th century Eastern Orthodox monasteries were built in order to be closer to God. 6 original monasteries still remain, and there are even monks and nuns who continue to call these clifftop crypts their home. Wow, that's a real long way down. Back in the day, they would traverse the rock face via an intricate system of ladders and baskets, potentially risking their lives every time they went down into the village of Kalabaka below. Today, there are cable cars and a series of stairs that make Meteora much easier to navigate. Thousands of tourists make the journey to this UNESCO World Heritage Site every year, where you can view ancient relics, holy art, and even an ossuary of real human skulls, the remains of dead monks, not your typical tourist attraction by any means. Number 10. Antelope Canyon, Arizona. The mind-blowing Antelope Canyon is located near Page on Navajo Nation land and is world-famous for its deep sandstone coloring as well as its curvy wave-like structure. You might have seen photos of this breathtaking southwestern canyon before, as it's considered to be one of the most beautiful natural landscapes in the entire United States. The narrow entrance is just a few feet wide, however, once you're inside the canyon opens up into a magical space where the temperature can drop as much as 20 degrees. The ever-changing shadows in this natural beauty spot make the Antelope Canyon in Arizona a photographer's paradise. This rock formation is the result of millions of years of water erosion, earning it the name of Sabig Helini in Navajo, translating to the place where water runs through the rocks. Isn't it simply stunning? We'd love to take a trip to this unbelievable place. Number 9. Salar de Uyuni, Bolivia. Salar de Uyuni is considered one of the most mind-blowingly epic views in the entire world, located in Bolivia, South America. This awesome natural wonder is the largest salt flat on the planet and stretches more than 4,050 square miles across the Altiplano. This amazing landscape is the result of ancient lakes that have long since evaporated, leaving behind a somber salty expanse. When the nearby lakes flood and overflow, water coats the surface of the flats, creating a mirror-like illusion that reflects the sky above, and then during the dry season, the salt flats harden, forming unique patterns of salt unlike anywhere else in the world. Precious minerals such as lithium are also harvested here, powering batteries, laptops, and phones. Not only is Salar de Uyuni beautiful, but it's useful too. It's also home to the world's first salt hotel. Yeah, if you're into unusual vacations, this is definitely the place for you. Its only drawback is the possibility of altitude sickness, headaches, and insomnia, as the salt flats are nearly 12,000 feet above the sea level. Yikes. Number 8. Mendenhall Ice Caves. Alaska. There's nowhere quite like the magical Mendenhall ice caves in Alaska, but if you want to view this natural beauty spot with your own eyes, you first have to kayak to the edge of a glacier and then climb down, yet you have to be physically fit to check out this gorgeous attraction. However, when you finally get there, all the hard work is totally worth it. This is one of the only places on Earth where you can watch as water runs over rocks right above you, as you gaze in awe at the clear frozen ceiling of the hollow glacier above. Stretching for 12 miles along the Mendenhall Valley, these majestic blue ice caves are located just outside Juneau in southeast Alaska. This now-famous glacier originally had 2 names, Intatagu, meaning glacier behind the town, and Oquatsuk, meaning glacier behind the lake today. However, the glacier has receded by nearly 2 whole miles since 1958, and the pace of melting seems to be accelerating. If you want to pay a visit to the Mendenhall ice caves in Alaska, it may be only a matter of time before they disappear for good. Number 7. Marble Cathedral, Chile. The Marble Caves of Chile, they are a simply stunning natural wonder that Instagram dreams are made of. This breathtaking attraction is formed of 3 areas, the cathedral, the chapel, and the cave, and each one is equally unique in their own aesthetic, located in the General Carrera Lake in the heart of Patagonia. You can row up to the caves by kayak or save your energy by taking one of the local boat tours. Greeting you on your approach is a series of strange jagged rocks that seem to float magically on the lake surface. It's only when you enter the mouth of the marble caves that you can truly take in the real majesty of these colorful psychedelic rock faces. This remarkable sight is the result of over 6,000 years of waves crashing against calcium carbonate. These hypnotizing marble caves are at the most beautiful between September and February, when the glacier ice melts into the lake, transforming the water into a marvelous turquoise shade. Number 6. Sagano Bamboo Forest, Japan. In Japan's Sagano Bamboo Forest on the outskirts of Kyoto, tourists from all over the globe gather to admire the towering bamboo stalks that soar into the sky. This dense forest is one of the most famous bamboo groves in all of Japan, and we can see why it's so popular. We've never seen bamboo as epic as this before. It's like a banquet hall for pandas, and it's not just the sheer height and volume of the bamboo forest that pulls the crowds. The unique rustling sounds of the breeze blowing through the grove have been recognized by the Ministry of Environment as one of the most amazing soundscapes in Japan. There's something for all the senses here in Sagano Bamboo Forest, and while you're in the area, you can even check out the nearby Shinto shrines and Buddhist temples, which are often built near bamboo groves, which are a symbol of strength and believed to ward off evil. What a mysterious place. Number 5. Pamukkale Turkey. Pamukkale, which translates to Cotton Castle, is one of Turkey's most awe-inspiring natural wonders. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is part of the ancient city of Hierapolis, and is famous for its series of bright blue ponds of water that stand out among a white landscape of natural mineral basins. Deposits of calcium bicarbonate have formed over thousands of years, filling the pools with calcite that's believed to have a healing property. In fact, you can take a dip in the hot springs, which are said to help digestion and circulation problems, among other health issues. It's easy to see why this place is such a popular destination. Local legend even claims that this natural beauty spot is made for an ancient cotton that giants left out to dry. I'll let you make up your own mind on that magical myth. Number 4. Giant's Causeway, Ireland. While we're on the topic of giants in Northern Ireland, you can tread in the footsteps of giants. Yup, this unbelievable place has an equally unbelievable origin story. These huge hexagonal stepping stones are said to have been laid down by the mythical giant Finn McCool, who was trying to make his way across Scotland in order to battle his mortal enemy Bean and Donner. Okay, so giants may not exist, but this awesome landmark definitely does. So what are the real facts behind the Giant's Causeway formation made up of approximately 40,000 basalt rocks? This natural walkway occurred during the crystallization of molten lava that was extruding into the sea. This happened a whopping 50 to 60 million years ago, making the Giant's Causeway a true ancient wonder. These breathtaking columns face out towards the North Atlantic Ocean and can be viewed either from the cliff tops for an awesome bird's eye view or by walking along the actual rocks themselves. But a magical place. Number 3. Hitachi Seaside Park, Japan. The unbelievable Hitachi Seaside Park in Japan is a 2-hour journey from Tokyo. Thousands of tourists from all over the world are drawn to this beautiful natural park every year. It stretches along the beautiful Pacific coast and is home to tens of thousands of bright flowers blooming all through the year. You can find fields of narcissus, baby blue eyes, and cassia bushes at Hitachi Seaside Park, making it a must-see attraction for any botanical enthusiast. The most stunning sight to behold at this Japanese park has to be the flaming cassia balls, which turn a deep red shade during the fall. 30,000 crimson bushes spread out across the dunes in an epic floral display, and hey, if flowers aren't your thing, then this seaside park also has its very own amusement park, complete with a 328-foot Ferris wheel, mini golf, a mountain, bike trail, and even a roller coaster. Wow, there really is something for everyone here. Number 2. Tunnel of Love. On the outskirts of a town called Kovan in Ukraine, this lush, overgrown tunnel spans nearly 2 miles of train track. It may look like something out of a fantasy movie, but the iconic Tunnel of Love actually exists. This secret passageway was formed over a number of years as the train cut through the edges of the trees 3 times a day. The result is astounding. We bet you've never seen a spectacular view like this out of a train window before. This passage is also known as the Green Mile Tunnel, and it's at its most magnificent during the spring and summer when the leaves of the trees are at their peak. These European trees have been molded over time to create a green and luscious tunnel that not only serves as a train route but also as a romantic destination. Yeah, every year there are a number of love-struck couples that visit the so-called Tunnel of Love in order to make a wish. Local legend says that if they're sincere in their love, their wishes will all come true. This has got to be the ultimate place to take a date. Number 1. Pink Lakes, Western Australia. These pink lakes might look photoshopped, but they're all actually total natural and real, that's right. You can find these awesome bubblegum pink lakes all over Western Australia. The aerial photos of these unique bodies of water are spectacular and, let's face it, totally Instagrammable. So what makes these lakes that fantastic shade of pink? Well, it's all down to the algae in the water. In the fabulous Hut Lagoon located on the Coral Coast, there's a high presence of Denolion Lysolina, an aquatic algae that changes color when exposed to sunlight. The hot pink hue is down to the beta-carotene produced by the algae, which is a bright pigment that can be farmed to dye cosmetics, foods, and other products that we use every day. Amazing, right? Aside from the beautiful hot lagoon, you can capture photos that would make Barbie jealous over at Lake Hillier. This bright pink lake borders a deep green forest which sits on the edge of the royal blue Indian Ocean. The contrasting colors are a feast for the eyes. There's so many awe-inspiring places to visit that it's impossible to pick just one to visit first. So which of these natural wonders would you like to take a trip to? Let us know in the comment section below, and don't forget to give us a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video.